What's going on, everybody? As you know, one of the things I try to do with this channel is educate, inform, enlighten, a little bit of entertainment, but most of all, it's to allow you all the opportunity to benefit from the migration society and business is making alike to the blockchain, peer-to-peer distribution systems, and literally person-to-person empowerment. And this is an ICO that I think does all of those things within one blockchain protocol. It's called ConnectJob, and I wanted to shout out Miss Nicole for sending this over my way. After I looked at it, you know, I saw a few similarities to some key insights I was able to obtain at the University of Notre Dame, and I will be pointing those out as we go through this discussion. So first things first, what is ConnectJob? Well, it's pretty much like it sounds. It connects people that are looking for a job, any service, anywhere, anytime. They do have an ICO. We'll talk about those logistics in a little bit. But the biggest thing I wanted to speak with you about was with regards more so to their decentralized peer-to-peer platform, which is for services. Normally, services, you need your deck built, you need someone to take care of your lawn, you need a babysitter, you need an electrician, a plumber, a contractor. Those are service related jobs. That is the service industry, more so home care, service oriented industry. It's a huge multi-billion-dollar industry. And all too often, you know, back in the day, we would have to wait for the white pages to come out every year with this updated information, just so we could know who the best plumber was in our neighborhood. And actually then it wasn't even, we didn't even know who the best plumber was. We just knew Joe's plumber, you know, 216-819-4343, you know, something breaks under your sink, we'll be there to fix it. I don't even know. It doesn't even rhyme. Like, you can't even finish that off. Joe apparently was not good enough to get a marketing degree, and therefore he was not good enough to get any business in the white pages. But nowadays we got Google, we got Yelp, we got Google reviews, Amazon reviews. Everything is a many to one distribution system. This is what we talked about, to where many of your peers, of your colleagues who have experienced a service or a product are able to provide value to you in one platform, right? And this is very instrumental, I think, in what they're doing, because ultimately, you know, they talk about treating people better, right? And this is what I talk about a lot. Every video I try to end with some type of positive message. And, you know, this stood out to me right away. It says, our vision, ConnectJob believes that when people are treated better, they will provide better services. In a few clicks, you can have it all within reach while saving money. Find a job or a jobber around you within minutes using geolocation. People helping people, right? Tell you all the time that, you know, we need to come together. We need to help each other. We need to empower each other. The blockchain is not about top-down, trickle-down economics. It's about bottom-up empowerment. And these guys are looking to build it out in your local neighborhood for your local babysitter, right? Real quick, let's jump over and check out their little promo video, and then we'll come back and look at the business model that they're executing. go. If you're happen to be a teenage girl throwing a house party while your parents out of town, and this is the blockchain protocol for you. You know, if not, then you can still hopefully benefit from it just by being connected to a central value providing decentralized economy. I think the secret to any successful project on the blockchain or on not is being able to provide value. That's one of the things I learned if you look up Viva Bartkiss. I took her class at the University of Notre Dame. That was the #1 rule of her class, to ask the question, how do you provide value? Second question, how do you capture that value? So if your value is provided to a community, to a customer, to an interface, then you will in turn not have to compete very often. And when I thought about this business model, one company jumped out to me in particular. In their white paper, they talk about Uber. I think with more so the GPS centricity of the service providers. But right away, I thought about Angie's List, right? And if you think about what Angie's List does, what it was known for, it was literally bringing reputable businesses, subcontractors to speak, mom and pop, business owners together, giving them a platform and allowing them a common marketplace to showcase what they do well and how they do that essentially better than the other. And Angie's List was actually one of the businesses I worked with at the University of Notre Dame in one of the classes. I forget what it was, but specifically in building out, one of the problems that they had with their business. So I'm quite familiar with the peer-to-peer service as a service, so to speak, app integration, and their app is Angie's List, nail on the head. Well, why is that beneficial? I think that's beneficial because when you look up Angie's List business model, you see that not too long ago, they were just bought out for more than $500 million. This is just May of last year. And then when you throw in Angie's List blockchain, not too much pops up, except the exact same articles that just popped up. And what this tells me is that, Angie's List, or at least the company that bought Angie's List, isn't really making any big moves, to convert that business model over to a blockchain protocol. Well, what they say, with any trade-off comes a great opportunity. With great consequence, there is great reward. And so therefore, I think just by these guys building a similar duplicate, similar business model on the blockchain, right? And ConnectJob, that's pretty easy to remember. Having that incumbent role as the go-to brand, the go-to name, it's very easy for them to come in and assume, a dominant market share all the way up to $500 million right away, given that that's what Angie's List was valued at last year. Keep in mind, when Angie's List was bought for $500 million, Bitcoin was about $300 or $400, right? So you can imagine, if we're rebuilding that business model on a blockchain with proper valuation, what that cost would be. Even at $500 million, it will put these guys somewhere north of the top 30 coins in the entire cryptoverse, right? You got Waves down there right at 500, Steam at 530, and the list goes on and on. I don't think they will have a $500 million valuation right away. I'm just merely providing information to allow you to, correlate what is a fair and equitable market, given that this is a blockchain-based protocol. In addition to that, we talked about the token, right? We can jump over to the token. I think the white paper was really good in just getting that information out there with the sentiment regards to their company and the token. Again, I think if you are interested in participating in the ICO, that again is an opportunity you will choose. If you find it beneficial for you, just know your KYC policies, make sure you're compliant with regards to your jurisdiction, you know, and do your own research in addition to this discussion. I think what I like to do is just hold a high level business dialogue and not really focus on the token or the economy or the economics or, you know, the bonus, the payout, all that stuff. You guys can look that up on your own. I just like to tell you, you know, how the business is coming together, how the future looks for that industry, what the relevant competitors, you know, look like, and what the opportunity may look like down the road. But right now it looks like they're giving out 2,400 CJT for 1 Ethereum at today's market prices. Let's see, that's a little bit of, that's about a quarter, I believe, per coin. It's not bad. They do have a bonus going on. I think they are closing out their 9% round. So you still may qualify for that, given that this thing has not started the next countdown. And, you know, it's just pretty good opportunity, right? I think with all these different businesses coming over and migrating, the biggest thing is to be cognizant and mindful of the opportunities as they come around, be able to evaluate them with regards to each other, have a measuring stick for what's normal in the real business world, and, you know, look forward to the future together. And, you know, just in doing a little bit of research on their social media, I saw they were active, you know, on Instagram and Telegram. You know, and I will include those links in the description for you guys. Check them out. And there you go. You know, ConnectJob is a very cool concept, very simple concept, you know, and if they're able to execute, you know, this should be a very, very, very profitable venture. I wish them the best of luck, as I do every new venture on the blockchain. I think it's not about so much about the money, you know, that we're able to make, but more so about the outcome that we're able to achieve, and that is person-to-person empowerment, you know, from the bottom up this time around through the blockchain. So with that being said, guys, check it out, ConnectJob. Thank you again for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you guys on our next video. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.
Huh. Arms.